everyone, Paul Stoner, CEO of Biggin & Scotts. I'm here again with Ray Corus from the Daylesford office. Congratulations on another fantastic month, Ray.
Thank you, Paul.
You and all the office and your clients will be loving these videos by now.
Oh, I think they're getting used to them. Send them a link each time. It's great.
Now, so being the market that you're in, you're right in the mix of it all now, aren't you? It's all happening. The holiday makers have come and experienced and want to buy, and
they sure do.
And people are putting their homes on the market.
Yep.
Just run us through a bit about what the week looks like for you at the moment, and how you're handling it.
Well, the follow-ups on the Monday are very important after our weekend. We're generally getting a lot of walk-ins and inspections booked for the Saturdays and Sundays at this point in time. Mondays, a lot of follow-ups, generally, once again, leaving the afternoons for inspections. By Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, everything's flying again, and then booking in for the following weekend. So it's really...
So those of you that have watched these videos before, the Daylesford office does mostly private inspections, and there's a bit of distance between each of your...
Just a bit, yes. Gotta love your car.
So they're either in your car or they're in their car following you.
Yes.
So it can be distance and time that really it's chewed up real quick.
Yeah, it's really about staging your day to a certain extent. With multiple interests coming in on some of these properties now, it's about making an inspection time, almost like an open for inspection, but not generally an open house. Just getting people through.
So the stuff that you've got, is that being replenished at the moment? You've got people seeing results and saying, oh, gee, I need to get on board?
Yeah, quite a few of the properties that came on late last year have sold very quickly. That's a good catalyst for new properties coming in as well. Certainly got the big market share in the Daylesford area now.
So next big events coming up for Daylesford? There'll be plenty of events this time of year?
There is. We've got the chill out weekend on the long weekend in two weeks' time, and that's just huge. It's been getting bigger and bigger every year with a major sponsor for this year. And it's a lot of fun. That weekend we're exposed to a lot of people. It's not necessarily a big selling weekend, but certainly a lot of people coming into the office, having a bit of a chat, but it's pretty much a party weekend for everyone.
And yes, I know, Michael, the magazines are a problem. You're not getting enough, especially for events like that. So when traditionally do you see things starting to taper off? Not that you've seen it for the last 12 months, really.
No, we haven't really. No, it's really kept on going. Probably this from now right through till about the end of May, that autumn sales period.
Is Easter sort of a catalyst?
Another really good period where a lot of people coming up and staying, 4 or 5 nights. Once again, good opportunity to expose, the properties, get people out and about, meet people, give them a bit of a background on office and properties that we've got. So really replenishing, contact lists and keeping in touch.
Now, I just want to dive in a bit to the importance of the callbacks with yours, because you get with your sort of market, it's usually people come down, and when they're hot, they're hot. So you've got to call them back, and you've got to either work out that they're extremely interested in that property, or you're going to find something else for them, but they're going to be your buyer on something, aren't they?
They certainly will, We're finding that introductory point and point of sale is a lot faster as well. People are making very quick decisions about they want to buy in Daylesford or in the surrounding regions. And it's really about we've got quite a range of properties. It's about sort of ascertaining style, price range, and then thinking a bit laterally about introducing them to other properties that are there as well, and creating that relationship with buyers as well.
And how do the vendors handle that? Because it's really intense real quick, isn't it?
It can be, yes.
And they could have been on the market, especially if you've taken it over from another agent in some cases, and they've had not much activity. Someone comes to town, they're a buyer, and there's this intense interest in their property.
Suddenly it all happens, yes.
So that's a bit of a fine line, how you handle that.
It is. We generally, when we're doing a takeover property, we generally try to just reinvent the whole property as well. Our photography is quite distinctive. We're using a lot of the day and dusk photography. So that's really giving the property a different visual image right from the start. We always try and write the copy and the story to include the buyer. It's not necessarily just a nuts and bolts description of the property. It's about creating that atmosphere that they want to live in.
Yep.
And for the majority of buyers coming to the Daylesford region, they're looking for a country experience.
Yeah.
They don't want suburban.
Yeah.
So there's a fine line between country estates, residential living, investment properties, and holiday properties as well.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? But I just thought of that the other day because when you go to the coastal or the country areas, it's nothing and it's intense.
Yes.
And the vendors think, gee, what's going on?
Yeah.
If I've got one, I might get multiples, but it's not the case.
No,
sometimes.
it's generally still very much the case of the first interest is your best interest.
Yeah.
I'll always say to a vendor when we're listing that the first 2 to 3 weeks are the most critical. That's when we've got to get everything right.
Yep.
And most critically the price.
Yeah.
As well. We're all very experienced in the ballpark pricing that we have to have. We don't use ranges.
Yep.
Some agents in the country areas do, but I still feel that a fixed, well, not so much a fixed price, a price for people to aim at gets the best result there as well.
Yep. So, Ray, in every good month there's a standout property. Do you have one in particular that stands out?
Yeah, there's a little property at number 9 Queensberry Street in Daylesford, up on Wombat Hill. Great location, really good views out to the west and over the forests. On a big block, it was about 1,200 square metres, so quite a large block for that area. Being a little bit of a sleeper property, it had been on the market for a good 12 months, varying price ranges, but terrific vendor to work with as well. You kept on chipping away at the property just to present, and we got a result in February, 408,000, which was very good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Very, very pleased with that,
Yeah. Oh, wow, amazing. So, what the average of what you're selling? What do you reckon the average is? Because we talk about some that are over $1 million. Is there a bread and butter sort of patch where you just
the 350
turnover?
350 to 450 are the ones that sort of come in and sell very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But we are noticing the 500, 600, 700,000 properties too. We're getting good interest in those as well. So something really exceptional gets the response.
And now's the time for those to turn over with the low interest rate.
Yes. Getting a few first home buyers coming into the market as well, which is unusual for our market, but that that 350, 400 sort of mark again finds those buyers, particularly young families who are moving from Melbourne, up to a country community, and early retirees. That's our other sort of new residential market.
That's a good spot to go.
It sure is. Yep.
So good segue. What is happening with prices in Daylesford at the moment?
Really still growing. Yeah, we've had some pretty good sort of sales right through the the price ranges. Step in points. The mid to high 200s.
Yeah.
For something that needs a little bit of work.
Yeah. Very affordable.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, very accessible to a lot of buyers coming in. The mid 3s to mid 4s is still our biggest sale sort of market, I suppose, and then above the 500 plus, we're getting some really good properties with a few lined up, coming on board in the next few weeks as well. 700,000, 800,000.
And how's the countryside looking? Is it getting dry, or the rain helped?
No, actually, it's greening up a little bit now. Yeah, so getting some cool mornings. Still hot days that dries things out again pretty quickly, but it's it's a beautiful place at the moment.
Interesting. So we just had Nick Meredith in before. I talked about consistency. Ray's shown us over the last 3 months how important consistency is, and you've noticed the change since going from what the company was to Biggin & Scott. You're sort of enthused and invigorated and loving it. And that's probably because you're getting good results.
Yes. Well, we've travelled through a whole year now. So when you came up to Daylesford last week for our anniversary gathering, and
had my Palmer.
Yes. Very good. Best Palmer in Daylesford there, I think.
Ray, congratulations.
Thanks again, Paul.
Consistency's paying off.
Thank you.
And it's no surprise. Again, I said in the last interview, it's most of the successful people in real estate seem to be humble, but they're humble for a reason, because they're just doing what they love.
Just quietly going about doing what we do.
Cheers, everyone.
Okay, thank you.